Hello again, you guys. It's Carly from the Poetry of Nice, and I have my weekly sales update video for you all for Etsy, Poshmark, and eBay. So it has been an okay week this week. Definitely nothing stellar still. I sold, a total of 16 items this week. So, like I said, not amazing. My plan actually for the upcoming week is to try and double my listings every day. So currently I've been sitting at around 5 minimum every single day, and I'm going to try and make that a 10 minimum, if not a little bit more, and just kind of really push it for a week or two and see if I can't get those numbers to go up. So if you're interested in seeing how that goes for me, stay tuned, hit subscribe, all that good stuff, and hopefully I'll get to show you some improvement, fingers crossed. All right, so starting real quick with Etsy, I'll let you know each item that's sold, I'll let you know how much the person paid for it, and of course where I picked it up from. So this vintage purple turtleneck dress, this was no brand that I had ever heard of. I picked it up at a filler bag at a rummage sale, a church rummage sale. I picked it up purely based on style and the fact that it was a sort of neat vintage piece, and it sold for $34.95 plus shipping. It actually sold in around about a month or so of being listed, so a pretty quick sell for a vintage item. All right, next is Poshmark. We have this Talbot's blue mottled tassel trim cardigan. This is actually the second time that it's sold. It sold on eBay first and came back for fit. This is less than I want to take for it. It was listed at 30 and someone offered me 15, and I'll be completely transparent. That was on a Sunday where I'd barely had any sales all weekend, and I decided to take it just so that I could get some money rolling in. So that is my motivation for this sale. I hope that the person loves it. I would have liked to have gotten close to 20 for it, but I didn't even want to risk a counter at this point. So this one sold for 15, and this one was listed, or relisted if you like, for around about a week and a half. Next are these Salmon Libby leopard print, like giant bow flats. You can see the like big bow detail there on the toes. Salmon Libby is like the sort of lower end version, if you like, of Sam Edelman. And these sold for $15. It's actually sold in just a few days, under a week at least, and 15 is round about where I was hoping that I would get for them. So just a nice quick flip. And these were from a church rummage sale too. Another filler bag. Same with this, Old Navy. I do like a good rummage sale. Anyone who's watched my channel for a while will know this. Old Navy, I picked this up because it was a large. I usually like my Old Navy pieces a little bit bigger than that, just because they seem to sell better that way for me. But a size large will do, and I also just really like that kind of bold palm leaf print that was all over it. Very flowy, very pretty, and obviously some spring and summer items are beginning to move already, even here in February. So that one sold for 14. Next are Cole Haan blue suede leather block heel pumps, like little kind of kitten heels, just a very sort of standard kind of career shoe. Definitely have that vintage vibe to them. They sold for $30 on a best offer. Next is an Ann Taylor skirt. It's kind of like grey-brown wool blend pencil skirt. Very, very basic kind of like career piece, if you like. This one also sold for $14. This one on a best offer. I usually tend to get my sort of Ann Taylor or Ann Taylor Loft pieces to go between that kind of $14 to $18 range-ish, if I can. Next is a bundle. So the two items I'm going to show you were a bundle altogether for $40. This vintage brown boho western belt. It's some really neat detail and kind of like a sort of, is that embossed? Is that what it's called? I can't even remember. On both of the metal work here and the leather band as well. So I had that piece, again, filler bag. And then this one was from an actual, I think this one's from actual thrift store, if I remember correctly. Anyway, it was a loft dress, very, very pretty, kind of like shift dress, layered, and it had this really beautiful like crochet lace detail that came out of the bottom. So like I said, those two items together were a total of $40. This Disney Store t-shirt sold for $9. Someone sent me best offer, and I have had it for like since the beginning of my Poshmark time. In fact, before that, this was a cross-posted piece. I don't even have this backdrop anymore, I don't think. It's so old. I am really, really picky now when it comes to picking up Disney Store items. They just do not do well for me overall, unless they're like a very, very specific character or like larger size, vintage piece, that kind of stuff. So $9 is what this t-shirt sold for, and I'm so glad that it is on its way to someone else. This piece sold in about a week of being listed, a little bit under a week. It was new with tags Loft Beach, which I have not found before. Let me go ahead and show you that tag. I didn't realize they had a beach offshoot, if you like. You can see right there. Picked this up at a rummage sale for $1. I should also say my average cost of goods usually is about $1.69. That's kind of across the board, my annual, if you like, breakdown of cost of goods. So just bear that in mind with each item. But yes, this sold for a best offer of 27. This was another one where I would have liked to have gone a little bit more for it, maybe closer to 35. And if I held out, maybe I could, but honestly, sometimes you just need to take a few sales to make sure you make some money that week. I think we all know how that goes sometimes. Lucky Brand Rose Gold Leather Ballet Flats. These were also a rummage sale. I think they were maybe $2 there. Again, keeping the $1.69 in mind, but I think that's how much I picked them out for at the rummage sale and was willing to pay on the spot, if you like. And they sold for $20. All right, we're going to move on to eBay next. This book was my husband's and he cleared out of his closet, so I went ahead and threw it up on eBay rather than donating it, and it actually sold for $7. That was me sending out an offer to people plus shipping. I very rarely ever do free shipping, so you can assume everything here, unless I say otherwise, is a item where the buyer has paid shipping. So $7. I'd rather get $7 or whatever minus fees than put it in the donate bag necessarily, just because we're saving up for some big things, and so every dollar counts. Next is this vintage greeting card lot. Really, really cool pieces. I love this kind of stuff, this like ephemera, if you like, but I just never know what to do with it. So I put this all in a big old lot here and popped it up, and this actually sold for best offer of $14. And the reason why I took 14 is it's just been up for so long. I've had this kind of stuff as well listed on Etsy, and it just hasn't moved. I actually used to do really well on Etsy with like vintage wrapping paper and things like that, and I just don't do that well right now with those kind of things. So I'm willing to take the $14 and move it along. Next, this was an item I picked up at a thrift store not too long ago, and it was listed for $28.99. And it actually sold for full asking price. It looks like $28.99. So, oh no, I'm sorry, I tell a lie. It sold for $22 on a best offer, which is a pretty decent offer, and I was happy to take that. And that one sold in probably less than 2 weeks, I think it was, off the top of my head. So that's quite a nice fast flip as well. And it was, of course, Ralph Lauren. I'm very picky when I pick up that brand, but I do like their kind of faux wrap sort of career style dresses. They do tend to do quite well for me and move quite quickly. Next was this loft piece. Again, loft is sort of between that $12 to $18 range usually. I try and get it sort of 14 and above, but it really is hit or miss. This one, it was a sweater, metallic knit sweater, flared bell sleeves with cute little ties and whatnot. And this one sold for best offer of $12. So again, would have liked to get a little bit more, but we're just moving stuff along right now. I would actually really like to clear out as much of this kind of older inventory as I can before my particular like yard sale and rummage sale season starts, which is usually in March, like towards the end of March. So I may start playing around with some auctions or some like more aggressive sales and things, and definitely may play around with taking even more offers just to get some of that older inventory moving out and make some space for like some better buys, essentially, as I keep learning stuff and what to pick up. All right, $28.99. This sold for full asking price. Torrid, really cute sort of style to it with all this like crochet detail. Then it had a sort of tie up front, lace up front. It had sort of bell sleeves and all that kind of stuff. Really, really neat. Definitely boho was a great keyword for this piece. And like I said, it sold for full asking price plus the shipping. And the last item was another one that was my husband's that just kind of like cleared out. They were new in package, and they were just like little sort of tips that you could put on wireless headphones. And they sold for what you see here for $9.99 plus the shipping as well. So all of the items that I showed you here, taking into account my average cost of goods being $1.69, everything I showed you cost me $27.04. And yeah, I'm happy with how it went. It's picking up a little bit slowly but steadily. We're doing a little better every single week, but I'm really interested to see how me doubling down on my listings every single day is going to make a difference. I'll let you know. Stay tuned. All right, you guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new and you like this kind of reseller content, please do think about hitting subscribe down below, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye, you guys.